Once upon a time, in a small, picturesque town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a school child named Lily. Lily was an 8-year-old with a curious mind and a heart full of dreams. She had a mop of unruly chestnut hair that always seemed to have a life of its own, and her eyes sparkled with the promise of adventure. Lily attended the Willowbrook Elementary School, a charming red brick building surrounded by vibrant gardens and towering oak trees. Her favourite place in the world was her school library, a sanctuary of books that held the promise of countless adventures and knowledge. One sunny morning, as Lily sat at her desk, a mysterious envelope appeared in her backpack. It was old, with a wax seal bearing an intricate design. Her heart raced as she opened it carefully. Inside was a handwritten note that read, "To the bravest of adventurers, meet me at the old oak tree after school." Lily had always considered herself a brave adventurer, and this was an opportunity she couldn't resist. She couldn't focus on her lessons, eagerly awaiting the end of the school day. As the final bell rang, she rushed out of the classroom, her classmates' voices fading into the background. She made her way to the old oak tree, its gnarled branches providing a welcome shade from the afternoon sun. There, she saw an older girl, Sarah, who was known for her love of mysteries and adventure. "Are you the one who sent the letter?" Lily asked, trying to hide her excitement. Sarah nodded and said, "I am. My name is Sarah, and I have a secret to share with you. Have you ever heard of the Hidden Forest?" Lily's eyes grew wide with wonder. The Hidden Forest was a tale whispered among students, a mythical place filled with magic and hidden treasures. No one knew if it truly existed, but it was a cherished legend. "Is it real?" Lily asked, barely daring to believe. Sarah smiled mysteriously and replied, "That's what we're about to find out." With that, Sarah led Lily through the woods behind the school, following a winding path that grew wilder and more overgrown the deeper they ventured. The forest felt enchanted, with beams of sunlight breaking through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the ground. As they walked, Sarah shared stories about the hidden forest, its guardian spirits, and the riddles that protected its secrets. Lily's heart raced with each word, and she felt a sense of wonder and anticipation she had never experienced before. They finally reached a clearing, and there before them stood an ancient stone archway covered in ivy and moss. It was a doorway to the hidden forest. Sarah began to recite an incantation from a tattered old book she had brought, and as she did, the archway shimmered and began to glow. Together, they stepped through the archway, and their adventure truly began. The hidden forest was more magical and enchanting than Lily could have ever imagined. It was filled with talking animals, luminescent fireflies, and trees that whispered secrets of the ages. Over the course of many afternoons, Lily and Sarah explored the hidden forest, solving riddles and unlocking its mysteries. They discovered hidden glades, sparkling waterfalls, and caves filled with treasures. Each adventure brought them closer, forging an unbreakable bond between the two friends. As the sun began to set on their last journey into the hidden forest, Lily and Sarah found themselves standing before a colossal tree, its roots spreading wide, and its branches reaching for the sky. This, they knew, was the heart of the hidden forest. Sarah turned to Lily, her eyes filled with gratitude and fondness. "Lily, we've uncovered the secrets of the hidden forest together, and now it's time for you to become the guardian of its magic." With a touch of her hand, Sarah transferred her role as guardian to Lily, imbuing her with the wisdom of the forest and the responsibility to protect its enchantment. From that day on, Lily visited the hidden forest on her own, tending to its needs and sharing its magic with other brave adventurers. She became known as the girl who could bring stories to life, a school child who had turned a legend into reality. As the years went by, the hidden forest remained a cherished secret, known only to those who dared to dream, and to the brave school child, Lily, who had made her mark in history as its guardian.